So thank you very much, Marco. It's an honor to be here, and so I have only 6 minutes, so let's cut the introduction. What are we doing? So we are, we don't talk about us like web analytics, but like online intelligence provider. We provide indeed 4 kind of services. So web analytics, obviously, which is the most important for us, but also monitoring performance, social analytics, and multi-channel attribution. So it's important to understand that we have built all the services with our tiny hands, and there is a great consistency, and that's important for us because when you are looking to your online business, it's important to have a global view and a very consistent view, and for us the intelligence comes from the link between all those data. So that's the first level of intelligence. The second level of intelligence is definitely, it's our other product that we call the AT Connect that allows us to connect all those previous data with the global data warehouse and the global BI intelligence of the company. So the first level is obviously to connect our data with all the web marketing environment of the company. So it's about retargeting, it's about emailing, it's about ad serving, all kind of web marketing tools that takes intelligence from our data. So of course we are working with Criteo that you have seen yesterday, with search metrics, with almost all kind of web marketing tool. The second level of intelligence is the connection that we can have with CRM tools or business intelligence tools. And this is for us probably the most interesting part because we have now a huge project we are talking about, for example, with Deutsche Telekom, with Yellow Pages in French. We are deeply integrated with the CRM data of those companies, and here you can find great insight, and that's also interesting for us because now we are not competing with some free analytics solution, but with very expensive business intelligence solutions. So money-wise for us, it's definitely a very interesting change. So before I explain perhaps more precisely why our proposition is unique, I want to come back to something that is very important for our customers. So what we see now is that definitely the interactivity brought by the internet is definitely changing the way companies work because they have lost control over many things. They have lost control over their reputation, their communication, sometimes their distribution, and even their prices. So definitely the customers have the control and they are leading the dance. So it's because of the interactivity brought by the internet. So the consequences are that the constraints are huge for the companies right now, but the good thing is that it's also opportunities. So there is a very impressive data tsunami that is coming, and it's moving very fast. So it was music to my ear when I heard during the last panel talking about data-driven experience and all the things, because definitely that's very important for the competitivity of the company and the customers we are working for. So data are coming from everywhere. So web and mobile analytics, obviously, it's user-generated content, it's social networks, it can be online surveys, CRM. Data is coming from everything, so it can't be ignored, but it could be used. So how can they use that, and what do we provide them to use all those data and to avoid the drowning? So I think that the most important is what we call the agile analytics. So the agility is definitely the key concept for us. So I won't have the time to show you all the interface and everything, but the two most important concepts are that what is it to be agile? It's a balance between strength and flexibility. So what is strength when you are talking about analytics is definitely the power to handle huge amount of data in real time and to have a real consistency and to be able to measure everything. So here, the difference that we are making for our customers is to provide the strongest SLA on the market and to commit on all dimensions. It means that it's about data collection, data processing, data access. So you cannot use a free solution when you are handling very strategic data for your company. And the second part, and that is a tricky point, is to be strong is one thing, but you also need to be very flexible. So that means that you need to allow your customer to change their analytics vision, to implement their solution, to have new vision, new representation of their data on a daily basis and with what we call the real time. And here also we provide what we think is something very unique in terms of flexibility and agility, because we are yeah, it's what we do for them. So as I said, I only have 7 or 8 minutes, so I won't be able to show you the hundreds of features that we provide. But what I can show you is the people we are working with. So we are pretty proud of that, because now we are handling some very huge analytics projects. So as Marco said, we are coming from France, and I think that my accent illustrates that. But we are definitely now working at a European level and also at a global level, because when we are working with Schibsted, for example, it's in Europe, a bit also in Asia. With Carrefour, we had consultants in Brazil last week. With Deutsche Telekom, we are talking about billions and billions of page views and some very high level of expectancy about performance. And yeah, so I think that those customers are talking for me. And perhaps one last thing about, yeah, so we are also, I think, what is unique about AT Internet is that we have been in business for 15 years, so it's pretty unique for a .com company with the same team, and so a lot of people are coming every year, but we have, I believe, a very strong marketing collective, very strong collective knowledge about the analytics, and that's what we give to our customers. And last thing, just to brag a little bit, so I was pretty proud because we were selected by Forrester recently among the top players in web analytics. And so I was proud because we are, as I said, the only European and independent company doing that kind of business, and we are still a family business. The second thing is that I was pretty proud to have outperformed and overtaken 3 of our 6 huge American competitors. And last but not least, I was very proud of that quote because that report showed that we have the best customer satisfaction, and at the end of the day, we are working for the success of our customers. So I was really happy about that.
Thank you very much.